Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. In this tutorial I'll be teaching you how to make this extra tall buttercream ruffle cake. Got a 6-inch cake board, applying a little bit of buttercream and then putting on my first layer of a 5-inch mud cake. Going in with some buttercream and using a spatula to spread it out and flatten that out nice and even, and then putting on my second layer of cake and continuing this process up the whole cake. I've used two 5-inch cakes, both split in half down the center, so I have 4 layers in total. Then apply a little bit of buttercream on the outside of your cake, and this will trap any loose cake crumbs to your cake, making sure that it doesn't make it into the final layer of frosting. Apply some at the top as well, push it out to the sides, and then go in with your bench scraper or your spatula, all the same. Go around the cake, lifting that lip up, and then bring it to the center to clean it all off. Then I pop mine in the freezer for about 10 minutes just so the buttercream has time to set up. And I'll use a 104 tip in 2 different piping bags, one with teal coloured frosting, one with regular coloured frosting. And then going in with my bench scraper, making it as straight as I can to indent some lines as a guide. And make sure your fat side of your piping tip is facing the cake. And zigzag your way up the cake. Try to give even pressure up the whole way. Just makes it a lot neater that way. And the whole time that fat side of your piping tip is always touching your cake. That makes sure that your ruffle sticks to the cake and doesn't kind of start falling forward. And also, if you can, try to keep to those lines. It's a bit difficult when you're the angle that I was using here to make sure my hand wasn't in front of the camera. But with practice it gets better and better. And at the very top, just flick it over the cake. And then using whichever colour you like, do a ring around the cake, kind of like zigzagging back and forth. Always giving the same amount of pressure on your piping bag, and then go in with your next colour. And again, even pressure gives you a very neat, even looking ruffle. And while you're doing this, the skinny side of your tip is always facing out, so it's facing away from you. And as you get to the middle, you'll notice that your ruffles tend to stick up a little bit. That's normal. At the very end, I'm doing like a flower, just piping out one petal at a time. And then pop in your cake topper if you have one, and you're done. To make an extra tall cake decorated with buttercream ruffles using a 104 piping tip. If you guys like the little Thomas topper here, I do sell it on my website, rosiesdessertspot.com. But yes, thanks guys for watching, hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will catch you next time.